dynamic. Right, and that's going to be a quick start for a corner kick for Tunisia. Corner kick here for Tunisia. Ashori will take care of business here.
If you look at the body language of Tunisia, very slow, going into that box, no aggression whatsoever. They know that this game will be about moments, and to do the right thing within specific moments become ultimately key.
Well, taking the time here, and Ben Slimani Anis will be the man to make the play here. 32 caps and currently playing his game in Sheffield United. One of the two players in Group E that's equally adept with using both his feet. Brings in the cross, finds his man, but in the end, it only goes out here. Meria had a brilliant chance. One of those occasional slip-ups there and managed to get his way forward, but just couldn't direct the ball well enough. It's another corner. Bafana have to tighten up at the back here. Long ball whipped in straight to the on-waiting hands of Ronwen Williams.
Tunisia players just slowing down Ronwen, so he can't find Percy Tau.
South Africa starting 8 out of 11 players that were involved in the Mamelodi Sundowns CAF Champions League. Well, you could add 8 if you include Pasitao, because much as he plays in Al Ahly, knows a thing or two about their system. And there's a quick break in here, trying to quickly feed in Ashori, but a little hard hit. And the instruction is pretty clear: played towards the final or the 18-yard box as opposed to spreading it wide. I don't think he was going to get a lot of support out wide there.
Definitely also look a little bit offside to me. There's a man down.
That will be Spepelo Setole, the Tondela man, getting starts right here on
just on the bridge of his foot. Yes, yeah. Can be painful at times.
Any contact is definitely bound to be painful here. It's contact sport, and as part of the peaks of playing the game.
Very impressed with Sitole, especially against Namibia. How we stopped their break attacks and the counter attacks in the middle.
Well, Tunisia find themselves seated at the bottom of Group E at the moment. Just 1 point coming into this particular match, and nothing short of a victory will be required to give themselves a chance of progressing the knockout stages. That would be hard if we hadn't witnessed the drama, the miracles, the thrills, and the despair that has painted literally match day 3. And you can only say never at your own risk here. Anything can happen after the games we've witnessed.
Consistency when it comes to the underdog, surprising everyone. Are we going to see the same tonight? I think definitely.
Passing, South Africa looking to recycle possession. They'll do well enough to make sure they keep that ball well hidden away from Morocco, who also enjoy spells of possession whenever they can. Long searching ball, looking for Morena, who's one of the few players that won't be getting any stadium covering from the 36 degrees of sunshine beating down on the Amadou Coulibaly Stadium. There's an attack here. Ashori once again trying to drag his way into the 18-yard box, and the referee says that's a foul. Big physical battle there, and one you can anticipate will go on and on and on. Koliso Mudau will have the benefit of this particular instance, but that's a duel that you can expect will continue happening.
Definitely, Mudau's going to continue going down that line, and Ashuri would like to take advantage when Mudau pushes up in the Bafana attack.
Mudau seems to be in a bit of pain as well. Mamelodi Sundowns marking his 5th cap here for Bafana. It's a bit subdued in that game against Namibia. It worked off to very, very good bearings as he managed to keep the likes of Hoto at bay. Now South Africa with possession. searching ball, looking to bring into play Tapelo Morena.
It's still early days, but one can see whenever Tunisia lose possession, the defensive line drop immediately. They don't want anyone to make runs in behind their defense. They're not the speediest of defenses at AFCON after all.
Well, Modao is on the ground again, and this time he seems to be in a real wave of pain there. This time it's Shuri's boots that catch him once again on that ankle, and that's definitely going to be quite a bit of a painful experience. Not quite a bit, but those are throws of pain. He's still on the ground, the Mamelodi Sundowns man. Normally one of those players that loves to get up and get on with the game, so it's definitely going to be a bit of a worry for the fans of Bafana Bafana seeing him stay that long on the ground. The ball is slipped forward for Pasitao. Tries to retain possession here, and a bit of a hard struggle. Ultimately ball knocked out, and will be a throw in. Abdi currently plays his football in France and was the man that set up the only goal that Tunisia have managed to score thus far in the African Cup of Nations. It sounds very strange to the tongue to say match day 3 and Tunisia have only scored 1.
And the assist came from left wing back
Ali Abdi. Well, it's a throw. Right wing back now of South Africa to deliver this one. Right full back actually. Now the throw in comes to nothing. South Africa will pick up the pieces. One of their offensive weapons from the defense. Aubrey Modao. That is Modiba. The ball is headed out. Now this is set for a throw in. Janelle Kadri will be hoping the magic of the African Cup of Nations, particularly match day 3, will pay a visit to the Tunisian camp here. They'll really want to get themselves something in here to keep their journey alive. 2 spots remain for the best placed third place teams. Just 2 spots remaining in there, as well as the obvious 4 for the teams that will qualify top of Group E and Group F. So quite a bit of a struggle here to get in there.
I think we will need our calculators.
Well, for some, they'll be hoping that it will be a straight out affair. You hardly would want to lose it on a mathematical point of view.
And that is why we see cautious football at the moment. No one is taking big chances. No one is really opening up. They just keep it as tight as possible from both the teams.
Something will have to give.
Will have to. So the one that will make the first mistake, then the game will open up, obviously.
Might be of a different view there. Mistakes might be made, but I think it might be the one that takes their first opportunity to capitalize on that mistake, because we've seen a couple of chances created and nothing made out of them. Passing the ball to the wing, a chance for a quick cross in here, goes searching. Leodoni was waiting in there, couldn't get to the ball. It's actually Abdi, now Leodoni. Played out to the wing. Rafia tried to cross in there, but South Africa doing well enough to defend. Sitole putting the ball out here, and it's another corner. That's going to be the 3rd corner in 11 minutes for Tunisia. They're ramping up the pressure.
Just knocking on the door, knocking on the door. Will it give?
Falls on Abdi's shoulders to deliver this cross from the corner. Goes towards the near post, flying in, but unable to make the connection there. Talbi. Possession now handed over to South Africa. Will look to get Zwane into the game. Body charge. Looked fair in my book, but the referee ideas, Issa Sai, says that's set to be a free kick for Tunisia. Oh, sorry, for South Africa to have to defend now. Having a few explanations there. Scintillating form he was in the last game. Kemba Zwane scored a brace that gave South Africa the comfort and dignity to dictate play. They'll be hoping for a similar tiding here tonight. First, defensive duties once again. South Africa find themselves with their backs to the wall. Free kick. Well, not a well-executed one. Far out to cause any real damage from a straight shot, and the cross, if it was a cross, not a good one. Pass it out. Finds a way to slip in behind the defense and now tries to drag himself into the 18-yard box. Still has possession. This could be dangerous. Goal searching. Six Soles out on the wing. In the midfield, now all the way to Modiba. Bringing in Magopa. Evidence Magopa. Getting it back to Modiba. Aubrey. Searching at the edge of the box. This is a first real attack of intent from South Africa. Brushed off. But to no one in particular, Tapelo Morena is hoping someone would be lurking behind him to pick up the pieces. Nobody goes out here for a goal kick.
Yeah, we expected Mahopa to be more central in his positioning, and it turned out he's the one making the cross. You would want him to be at the end of that specific cross, especially with his height.
Well, a thumbs up at the moment, and we'll be hoping to go about it once again. The African Cup of Nations 2023 is yet to see a goalless stalemate. The question is, will it fall here today? Both these teams will be hoping that's not the case. Laironi, edge of the box, will look to go, but only runs into traffic here. Good defending right at the edge of the box. Tunisia will venture forward once again. Kachrida tries to cross the ball in, but seems to have run out of space. This is very proactive from Tunisia. This is exactly what the doctor would have recommended for them. Keep going, keep attacking, keep searching, play on the front foot, as opposed to the reaction that they have been constantly giving in the first two match days.
Good spell for Tunisia on both wings. They overload those areas, knowing that Modiba and Modau love to join the attack. And once you overload those areas, you are rest assured to get a good delivery from those wide positions.
Match restarted. South Africa. In the meantime, the fans of Tunisia here chanting and making their presence felt here by the national team, Eagles of Carthage.
Tebogo Mokoena, birthday boy today. Happy birthday. Turning 27.
He'll be hoping that he can actually celebrate here today with victory, or in the very least an advancement to the round of 16. That probably would be the best birthday gift he can hope for here tonight.
Or even a goal for him.
Oh, that would really be taking it to the next level.
Remember, he's been taking shots against Namibia, just outside the box, against Mali as well. No luck during those two games. Hopefully he'll get it right against Tunisia.
Pass it out. Set to deliver the corner kick. South Africa's opportunity now to try and venture forward. Ball delivered in, but excellent diving header to keep that away. Keeping it very tight at the back there. Montesser Talbi plays his game in Lorient in France. Making sure he keeps the defense pretty tight up. Zwane skips away from one challenge, looks for the 1-2 with Morena, and now setting it up onto the wing. South Africa looking to venture forward, but will have to settle for a corner. Evidence Magopa is a real tricky customer, quite elusive to understand what his style of play is, but he's always popping up, always providing the support and keeping the defenders quite at bay with a thing or two to think about.
Very unpredictable. He needs to stay in that central position to give Talbi and Maria something to think about, because the other players don't have height, and Talbi and Maria is quite strong in the air.
Delivery whipped in towards the near post. Well, a bit of a run in between the goalkeeper and his defender, but referee opts to have ball awarded to Tunisia. Ben Said.
Talking about Mahopa, it's very important for him in that central position as well to bring in Percy Tau, Zwane and Morena to the party, to play a little bit narrow and give problems to the centre backs of Tunisia.
For the moment, it's problems in the back line, and the referee takes one look at it and is not impressed. And definitely will be quick to remind Jazeera that simulation would easily earn him a quick trip to his yellow book. Jazeera will not be very happy there. I think he was actually fouled. It was quite a bit of a coming together, but didn't really see much in it. So it's a very good call from the referee. Goal kick here for South Africa. Jazeera played just 4 minutes in his appearance in the only game that he's managed to feature for here. But tonight, the man that plays for Zamalek in Egypt preferred to the legendary captain here, Sakni.
He's not a prolific goal scorer, but I understand why the coach put him in. If you see the structure of Tunisia, they would want an outlet up front with a lot of speed and a little bit of work rate, and that's where he comes in. Sakni doesn't give you that necessarily.
Looking to break forward here. Searching pass. Ball is intercepted. Good pick up here from Ali Abdi. Will require support or not, as they do get themselves a free kick. 19 minutes on the clock and still waiting for the opening salvo here. South Africa nil, Tunisia nil. If it takes any longer, then you'll definitely start to have a couple of nerves getting frayed on the end, especially knowing that a result like this would effectively dump Tunisia out of the tournament, keeping all other factors constant.
Well, they definitely have to take the game to South Africa. They can't afford to have a very economical approach, a very slow approach. They can't afford that. They need to up the tempo, just like against Mali, for them to get the result.
Laidoni, area like Laidoni, who continues that occasional slip into the back line to make it a back three and allow the wing backs, Kechrida and Abdi, venture forward. Abdi now be the beneficiary of that move up front. Lose possession here, easily cut out by Bafana. Boho Okwena
looking at the Bafana squad.
Yeah, and pick up there from Tapelo Morena, who constantly drops back to defend.
Good to see the structure within the defense, the two lines. They had 4 at the back, 4 in the midfield, and Zwane and Mahopa up front. And it really makes it difficult for Tunisia to play in those half spaces and pockets.
Well, Dr. Patrice Mosepe is in attendance here tonight at the Amadou Gon Coulibaly Stadium, CAF president. Big fan of South African football, especially where Mamelodi Sundowns is involved.
Definitely.
Ball now, searching out here from Meria, tries to get Jazeera into play and finds himself in quite some space. Has support coming in from Kechrida with a cutback. Nice back heel there to intervene, and the shot that follows up is one that sends it to the skies. Shkiri had an opportunity there, but what a timely intervention there from South Africa. Homolemo Kekana probably advancing fastest there, or quickest of minds, who was actually Kuliso Mudau, just backheeled that ball away from what was an impending doom.
If you interpret that entire attack, especially the run from Jaziri, we spoke about him, that brings energy, and then the overload on the right. The cutback, perfect. Just needed a goal.
Well, it will be something that they can work again and again. Could bear dividends somewhere along down the path in the game. So it's going now for Tunisia. Looking to carry the ball here to Meria. 77 caps he makes today, the Esperance man. He's 30 years of age. Throw in. Quickly, Modiba left lying in the grass, and there's a foul in there. Might have been serious in that scamper to get back to his feet from Aubrey Modiba. The Jaziri might have come off a little worse there. Did get entangled in. And in the attempt to get back up there, looks like
his own teammate.
His own teammate might have put stats to the back. Oh, desperate times.
That's why he recovered so quickly.
Friendly fire.
But once again, Tunisia is going to probe these wings. And Modiba and Mudau, they're going to have a long day. They need to take extra care of these wings.
Anis Ben Slimane to deliver the free kick here for Tunisia. Tao insisting on staying back here, seems to be protesting the referee's positioning for the free kick. And it's a poor delivery there from Ben Slimani. He'll definitely have to up his output.
I mean, look at the quality of Tunisia at the back. They have height. You bring all those big boys up and then you overcook that particular free kick. Really not a good one from Tunisia.
Rafia caught in two minds to control or to cross, but has commenced here as Ben Slimani benefits with a throw in here from the defending from Tunisia, Vala, also called into action now. It's been quite a bit of work here for that South African defense. They've had to do their utmost to keep Tunisia at bay. Tunisia will they get a chance to have their own offensive deliver a blow or two of their own. Nice pick of the pocket here, and a quick release here to the speedy feet of Jaziri. Holding on to the ball. Well, teases it back. Couple of options forward, but up to build from the back once again. Now through the center, Liadoni to the on-running Kechrida. Goes Sachi, brilliant dummy, but not followed up well enough. South Africa gained themselves a measure of breathing space. As Tunisia have to go all the way back to the defense to build again.
South Africa just uncomfortable at the moment, not knowing how to get out of those deep lying positions of their players.
Yet to see a shot on target. Interestingly, the game that Tunisia played last, they only had one shot on target, as did their opponents, Mali. And those shots yielded the goals in the game, and that was it all for the 90 minutes. That also is another that has to be put up on the threshold as another cross is bent in. Ashuri met the ball but couldn't direct it on target. The goal kick.
There's a huge problem here for South Africa on their left-hand side, the right side of Tunisia. Modiba is being pulled into the half space by the Tunisian attack and then requested Percy Tau to come and defend. It didn't work out. It's not working out for them. They need to get their lines correct.
It looks like the Achilles heel or the chink in the armor might have been discovered or scouted out quickly here by Tunisia. Continues to keep an eye here on the game. It's a long ball. South Africa once again forced to play back to the defense. Well, deadly place to be playing as there's a high press here from Tunisia, but quite the confident bunch here, the Bafana. They carry the ball out here with ease. Now looking for the 1-2. This is Tembazwane getting involved in here. Tapelo Morena carries the ball up front. Good breakaways. Could be a good opportunity for Pasitao. Cross the ball in. And that was the closest South Africa have come. Evidence Mahopa was in the right place, but just couldn't hit the target. Well, South Africa by no means are going to take